that it's one of the most, I think, lovely parts of spring and summer. Granted, I don't garden and I'm not great at it and I kill most things, so I'm already told that these will be absolutely perfect for me. But they are these tiny little lavender jewel. They're mini roses. Mini roses. Mother's Day is on the way. Who doesn't gift mom some roses? But this is a whole different way to look at gifting and or planting. Because I feel like, coming out, Katie Dubois, I feel like these are the ones I can't kill.
Yes, they are.
Hi, good to see you.
Hi.
I feel like these are the ones that are a lot more contained because they seem like in a pot or a container, like there's not massive like sprawl. It's like, they're just manageable. I even love that the buds are like, they're minis. So this is your first look at this offer, which brings you 3 live plants. 3 live Lavender Jewel mini rose plants. Everything here ships for free. It's from Cottage Farms, and this is your first look at these. Let's first start with, who is Cottage Farms?
Oh, Cottage Farms is the brand. We call ourselves the Grower's Grower. We've been around since the 1940s. We've been here on QVC for over 20 years. But the big thing is we want to bring you plants that Sean can grow. Basically, we want to bring you easy plants, but that are unique. Things that you will have success with, but aren't just the ho-hum, everyday things that you can find.
Special.
Yeah, at your roadside store. We want something that is special. And that's why I'm so excited about mini roses. I love roses. I mean, they are one of my favorite flowers because I think they have a timeless quality to them, a classic quality, but they also make you feel a little elegant and special.
There's a romanticness to them, but I'll be honest, we have rose bushes on the side of our house. No, we did not plant them. They were already there when we moved in. But they're not diminutive and tiny like this. And they're like just a traditional red or a really vibrant like hot pink red. They're fine. I don't honestly love them, and they have this major sprawl going on. This to me is like boutique artisanal. And the first thing I want to ask you, because now I'm going to like mentally shop for me, and if you already know how to green thumb and plant, forgive me if these are dumb questions. So like, what part of the U.S. can grow these, and are they going to come back every year? Because I am not replanting once I go through this once.
Same, agreed. And that's the great thing about these roses is what we call perennial, which means they come back year after year. They are good for zones 4 through 10, which all that means is basically everyone in the country can grow them. Zone 4 is -30. So that's pretty cold.
Okay, so they're very winter tolerant.
Very winter tolerant.
Do they need lots of sun, lots of water?
So the biggest trick on growing roses is full sun. So the more sun you give them, which means minimum 4 hours. If you're thinking about a place, maybe you have a sunny patio and you want to put these 3 in decorative pots. That is perfect. Sun. If you want to put them in the ground, just full sun. That's the biggest tip that I have for you to get them to bloom like this.
I want you to show how they come.
Yes.
Because we are shipping you live plants, and am I not correct? Your brand, circa 1947, only ships them to the destination where it is ready for them to be planted.
Correct. And some of our zones are open now. I know we're celebrating the first weekend of spring. So this is what it looks like when they come. I have 3 in my hands here. And when people ask me, will they bloom in the first year? Do you see those buds?
Oh, yeah.
So they, I mean, you know.
Or do they already have buds when they ship?
Oh, I can't promise that all of them will. But some of them might, because these are really ready to bloom. The great thing about mini roses is, even though they're perennial, which means they come back year after year, they bloom like annuals. So you can use them in places. An annual is something that you would decorate with. It only is for that season.
Okay.
You put it in, and then you take it out, and you have to replace it year after year. You have to spend the money, do the work. Yeah, so these can be the place of your annuals. Maybe places where you had them in containers.
Do you put, okay, so a couple more questions. Are these purely just potted and containnered, or can I put them right in the ground?
You can do both.
And you said they need full sun.
Full sun.
What about, like, I used to have this neighbor, and I used to call her the garden whisperer, but she used to complain about like rabbits and deer and like, I don't know, like things eating her roses.
Oh my gosh, these are rabbit resistant. So that's the great thing about them, is that because they're low to the ground, they're mini roses. So that means 2 things. One, they're actually, you can tell they're smaller shrubs. They only get to be about 12 inches to 24 inches tall and wide.
Is this full maturity?
Grown, yes, and they'll get to be about this size in your first year.
Okay, so like if I plant them now-ish, When do you think I might see some blooms? And by the way, how long typically season to season do the blooms stay out looking bloomy until it's time to like, bye-bye?
Looking bloomy. I love that. So roses are typically summer. So these roses will start to bloom. You'll get them depending on where you live, of course, but you saw our ship samples. They have buds on them.
That's crazy.
So early summer is when they start to bloom. And look, I mean, covered in blooms. They continuously bloom until fall. So you will have this
awesome.
lavender, I mean, and lavender roses.
I was gonna say, we haven't even talked about the color.
Yes.
Like red, I'm personally, I'm not a grower, I'm not a gardener, so this is a very, polarizing point of view. I'm not at all about the red roses. Like, I'm over it, right? I'm 52 years old. I've seen enough red roses to last me a lifetime. I love these lavender with the little, is it true that you're gonna get buds that have this little hot pink tipping?
Yes, depending on the temperature,
it's
the
like
weather.
painted edges.
It is. I mean, they're so stunning, and they have this like dusty lavender color, and so they really are versatile in your garden. They also have a fragrance, Sean. So it's a light fragrance. It's not going to be something that is really overpowering. So if you do want these patio walkways, you can put them in window boxes. How sweet would these look in window boxes?
I'm sure everything comes with this.
Yes.
The Cottage Farms Bobbity Baba, with frequently asked questions, and I love this cheat sheet, quick reference, like, do I need full sun? Yes. Do I need a lot of water? Blah, blah, blah. But when it comes to attracting things, like, will it attract fun things, like, I don't know, butterflies or bees?
Butterflies might visit it because there's so many petals. Roses are not typically something that are they can't really find all that.
Okay, fine.
Because there are just so many petals. We have a lot of great pollinator plants.
So not a lot of bees either.
No, not at all.
Thank the Lord, because when there's a bee, I'm out.
We do have a fertilizer for roses, so it's our MPK Plus brand. Roses need a specific fertilizer, so check that out. That's that. It's really easy, 1 pod per 1 gallon of water.
Cool. Okay. Katie,
thanks.
I don't know how this show is flying by so fast, but I have 2 good friends that are still to come. We're going to kind of like meander now into outdoor decor. We sure are. Joe